Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
All right, mate, you?
Tired, but good. Self?
Yes, I'm here, I'm present.
In spirit?
And I am in present, in spirit and in general beautifulness. Right, we have some masterful German engineering in today, don't we? So
yeah, no, it's a 2016 Mercedes GTS AMG, 4-litre V8 by turbo, 500 horsepower. This has just been to RPM Performance over in Raki for some exhaust work. I'll drop a link to them down below. Just went in for some custom secondary decats to be built. Now got it on the dyno for tuning.
Awesome sauce. So that's the only modification is secondary decat.
That's the only mod, yeah, it's completely stock. The owner's been away offshore, so I went to pick it up earlier. To be fair, first time I've actually driven one of these properly, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really, really nice car to drive.
Lovely looking car.
Yeah, they're just, I said this earlier because we got it in to look at doing the exhaust, but we couldn't get it on our ramp because it's too low. And for me, just the spatial aspect of it is the bit that I don't like.
She's a long girl, wouldn't she?
Yeah, the bonnet's really long and then the inside is really small and behind you is not a lot. So it's kind of, yeah, the car's like 2/3 bonnet.
Yeah, but it's got a big engine in there in it, so...
Yeah, but it does, to be fair, even, obviously I didn't drive it hard because it's not my car, but it was, even just kind of steering through a roundabout, you can kind of feel, I don't know, it just feels just perfect.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
Poised.
Yeah, it's no M4, but you know.
No, it's not an M4.
No, it sounds better than
it's two cylinders better than an M4.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's 2 cylinders better, but it sounds a lot better. A lot better.
Right, so basically just dyno tuning.
Yeah.
Seeing what pairs it comes out with, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what's the plan? Just
pretty much we're just going to get into it, data log it, see what she does, and set a starting point.
Awesome. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's all right.
Sounds epic.
Oh, it sounds incredible. It's actually quite funny because a customer texted me saying, obviously the car was done, and I was like, oh, I'll go pick it up in a bit and we'll get it on the rollers. And he was like, let me know what you think it sounds like. So yeah, it sounds incredible. Like, obviously I drove it back the whole way in Sport Plus with valves open. It sounds so good. So she's done well. 538 horsepower. 652 newton meters.
So she's up on power.
Yeah, she's up on power and slightly up on torque. So,
but that's not uncommon, is it?
No, I mean the thing is, AMGs are hand built, so don't get me wrong, we don't see many of them down on power. They're normally up compared to down. Mm-hmm. But we have seen some before, like with the I can't remember what engine it is now. The 5.5 V8 that comes in the E. I can't remember what the engine code is now. M157. But we've seen them come in like 50 horsepower down before. It's very rare, but we have seen a few come in that low. But normally they're about right or up.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good starting point. Data logs are nice and clean. This is on 97 as well, which obviously isn't what I recommend.
Yeah. So making less power because of that.
Yeah, but it's done well, to be fair. So yeah, we're just gonna get into tuning. We have scanned this as well, and this has a CPC module, which, for those of you who don't know, is a headache.
Would you like to explain to the young boys and girls what that means?
So the long and short of a CPC module is it has its own torque limiters, and they can override basically whatever you're doing in the ECU effectively to cap the torque. So there are, I mean, I think WiseTech do an unlocked CPC module that has no torque limits. It's about $2,500. There are a few people out there with tools who can obviously remove the limits on your CPC. We did remove limits on an E63 we did last year, I think, with a colleague of ours over in Newmarket, Dan at Uber Tuning. He's got a tool that allows us to do that, but even removing the limiters, it's not just like a one tick box or a one drop down menu. It took like an hour to do, and there's multiple things you've got to go through. It's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, we're going to just run through it and kind of see what we can get to, because we don't have a tool to do the unlimited CPC. So it's either going to be a case of, if we can't get where we want to get to, we're going to have to take a trip later, or he's going to have to buy an unlocked one.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll just start there and
see what happens, basically.
Yeah, see what we can get to.
Wicked. Hello again.
Hello. Mate, I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. It's been such a long week.
It is. Yeah, it's been a long day as well. So we're well beyond closing time at this point.
We are.
Should we cliff note what's gone on?
Yep. So we've basically done a couple of revisions. We've kind of hit a wall. We're at 588 horsepower after correction. So 601 horsepower before. 696 newton meters. Obviously barrow pressure is not on our side today, which is why the correct number isn't that much lower, but even with where we started, we're
50 horsepower
50 horsepower up,
yeah,
which is lovely.
But we're hitting a wall when it comes to torque.
Yeah. It's a lovely, I'll have to put a graph on screen, probably there.
Yeah, about there
with the overlay, but I mean the delta gain's lovely. It's a consistent nice gain all the way through in obviously horsepower and torque. Should spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been really nice to work on. It's a real shame about CPC as well, because you can gain quite a bit more torque out of these without the limitation there.
Yeah. What would the expectation be about that?
We're basically knocking on the door of 700 newton meters. I'd like to say 750, 800 newton meters.
So yeah, it's still quite a lot more to potentially be had, but then £2.5 grand's a lot of money, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's $2,500, but then obviously you've got to pay import, get
shipping
it landed.
and import, yeah.
Yeah, and it's. So yeah, you could probably be over $2.5 grand probably by the time you get one here.
And installed it.
Yeah. Which, I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, exactly that.
But yeah, it's genuinely been a pleasure. I mean, I've been around a few of these when I've been out in Germany, and they're really, really cool cars. Whereas I've never really worked on them, never even driven one properly till today. So it's been a real pleasure to work on, and definitely want to think of for the future.
Wicked. So we're kind of happy where we are. There's not really anywhere else we can go now, is there?
It's one of them. Like I said, we did a couple of revisions just to see if we could eke a bit more out of it, because there are strategies you do, like bending the torque curve, to kind of just to manipulate things a little bit. But we have kind of hit that wall where we can't really do much more without being limited by the CPC. So
okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of that one.
Cool. Well, it's still a nice gain.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know the owner, but I'm assuming whoever he is, he was expecting like 550, because that's kind of where these go after.
That's right, yeah. Well,
so he should be happy in terms of power.
Yeah, we had that exact conversation, because basically I don't know him personally, obviously we've met, but I don't know him well. So he came to us, or to myself, through a few friends over Yarmouth way, and I think he knows a few of my pals who work on the rigs. But we were he was hoping to add like 100 horsepower to it and be around the 610 horsepower mark.
It's not going to happen with cats in, though, is it?
No, and this is what I said to him, you can do downpipes, but they're a lot of money. The downpipes normally, I think the ones we supply are about £1,100, but the install time is big.
It's horrendous, yeah. The gearbox out on it.
Yeah, done them on seasonese, they're not very nice. So it's, you're talking like 3.5k by the time you tune it and supply fit tune. Whereas, having a secondary cat delete, the primary is still in place. It sounds better, but it's not horrendously loud. Everything will flow a bit better because obviously the secondaries aren't there. Obviously the primaries will still hamper flow quite a bit because they're the first thing in the chain effectively. But yeah, it's definitely done better than we thought it would power wise. So
Well, hopefully he's happy then.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Okay, well, on to the next one, I guess.
Catch you on the next one.